Hi guys, welcome back to Foot with Wally. I'll be analyzing Spurs defeat against Palace. And okay, Palace destroyed Spurs. Let's be honest. Like 3.4 expected goals. That is madness. Like 8 big chances, 23 guys, 23 total shots against Spurs. Like Palace played an amazing game. Eze, I never know how to call it. He plays an amazing game. And I think the only good thing I can think of about like Spurs side or Spurs perspective is Kinski, because Vicario with the English accent is good, but like Kinski, I see potential. He is good. Like he can make special saves, difficult saves, and I think that's the only good thing about this game. Oh, and I will comment on Kuli's potential injury later in the video. Something that I usually say is that it's been very hard to analyze Spurs games because they're playing horribly in the Premier League. And I don't know if they're playing horribly because they are not interested, or they're playing in a not interested way because they're playing horribly, or they got used to playing horribly in the Premier League. So I don't really know. That said, I'll have to analyze anyway. In this game, we could see the same problems happening again, like the same defensive problems, because Palace exploited Tottenham's defense mistakes, and those things are happening throughout the season, so it's not like surprise. I think at this point, I think Ange won't fix them, and I'm talking about corners. Like corners are nightmares, and weakness on the flanks. And when I say it is a structural problem, I mean that it is a problem that is recurring because of the system, not because of the players or because of specific players. Because if I say, oh, I have a problem with my left back, like he's always like having defensive issues, then that is not a guy. The guy's problem is the system problem, because you can compensate this if it's happening like very often. Or you can see, okay, it is a problem that happens in this situation, and then you can try to fix. But like if it's happening again and again, and it doesn't matter who plays, yeah, he can play Spence. And by the way, I'm talking about the left back, but I'm talking about Spurs defense in general. I'm just giving an example. And I don't think Andrew will fix this, because if it's happening throughout the season, it will keep happening. It will probably happen in the final, like exposed flanks and a horrible defensive strategy against corners. And this weakness or this problem with defending the flanks happen way more often against teams who play with 3 at the back, because usually if you play with 3 at the back, you play 3 at the back and 2 very offensive wings. And like we saw this against West Ham, we saw this against Crystal Palace now, and Manchester United played the same way. So like in the final, obviously managers know way more than me, so they were probably preparing this against Tottenham. And in theory, and should be fixing, but like if it's happening that often, it won't be fixed. So talking about Kuli's injury, I think like when he got off the pitch, I was like, no, like that's like another injury before a big match, not right before a big match, but like the final is coming and another injury. Spurs, like I don't know what happens at this club. Everyone get injured, but then Ange said that he thinks Kuli will be fine for the final. So I think he's just fine. Not right now, but like I think he will be fine, because to be honest, I think that was more like precaution than anything, to be really honest. But let's keep an eye on him, like next few days, see what happens, what they say. But I think he will be fine. So talk about Eze, sorry, I never know how to pronounce it. I believe Eze will play for a big six club next season, and why not for Spurs? Because this guy is really good. Like he is PL proven, Premier League proven. 23 goals and assists in 40 matches this season for Palace. We're not talking about a very strong team. We're talking about Palace. If he can put these numbers for Palace, like imagine him playing for Spurs, for example, or like obviously this season Palace is as good as Spurs. I'm imagining Spurs will be better next season. He has 2 years left in his contract. That is like, I think that's an amazing opportunity for any big six clubs, or even like foreign clubs, to sign him, because he is really good. Like he has good passing, good finishing. I think he's a very good dribbler. For example, Spurs don't have a proper dribbler, someone who will get the ball and say, "Do you know what? We're playing horribly, but I will create a chance from nothing. I will dribble 1-2 and cross the ball or try a finish." So I think Spurs need this type of player, like someone individually good, and then obviously Spurs also needs to like organize a team, a cohesive with a coherent plan. I don't know. Like, I also think Spurs need this, but like individually speaking, I think signing Eze would be amazing. And caveat, he had problems with injuries in the last 2 seasons because he lost like 12 matches last season and 5 matches this season due to injuries. But obviously, like the doctors need to analyze this, not me. So I don't know, because we don't have information, we don't have the exams and stuff. So I don't know. I would love Spurs trying to sign this guy. So to wrap it up, guys, Palace destroyed Spurs. I'm gonna be completely honest. It could have been 3-4-0, and it would have been like a very fair result. So, and like they did this, exploiting Spurs' recurring defensive problems. And as I said, if something's happening throughout the whole season, it will keep happening. And said Kulu will be fine for the final, and Eze is a baller, and someone to just sign him, like a club that is bigger than Crystal Palace. So that was it. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you have anything to say to me or about what I said, be kind, please. English is not my language, and I'm still learning. So see you next time. Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe.